Hi there and welcome back to We Are The Famous EFC. I am Adam. It is the match preview ahead of Everton's game against West Ham at the London Stadium. Well, I'm not confident at all. I've not even watched Sean Dyche's press conference because I don't like him. He's a dinosaur of a manager, as we all know, and he's got to go for me. But this is going to be a really negative match preview for me, I think, because there's no positivity to take from that defeat against Southampton last weekend. That was appalling by Sean Dyche's Toffees. How the bloody hell we get beat by a team who hasn't won a Premier League game this season to a side like Everton, who've got more about them than with goals in them, with a side who haven't got goals. So it puzzles you, doesn't it? But going into this game, Everton are not favourites to win. West Ham are, but both managers are under pressure. Sean Dyche, this is a must-win for Sean Dyche's future at Everton. And if Everton do get beat, then Sean Dyche's future, for me, won't be at this football club. He will be sacked after the West Ham. So it's make or break for Dyche. Same with the West Ham manager too, to make or break. So, but only one team are going to get away with it. And if Everton fail to win and only draw, then that's going to be the exact same for me. But we cannot afford to fail it. This is a must-win chance for Everton. A poor West Ham side who haven't got goals in them, who's been really struggling under their new manager. But also, as a result, we're going into this game unbeaten. We're going in with the worst manager. Does he bring Branthwaite into it and do three at the back? Ideally, yes. His press conference, he was asked about Branthwaite and he didn't seem that happy, but I think that he'll play Jared Branthwaite, Tarky, and Vitaly Mykolenko. Then Ashley Young towards right back, or far gone right back. Then up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Beto for me. Illiman and Dyche, Dwight McNeil on the bench. In midfield, Decore playing that number 10 role. I think Dyche will bring him back in now as he's fit. And also Idrissa Gana again. So I think that's how Everton will play. But who knows how Sean Dyche will line up, but a big change has been asked. And if he doesn't do it, then obviously West Ham, if nothing changes, then West Ham have got the players to punish you and we'll get battered about 4-5-6-0 if we play like we did against Southampton. So we better dare not. Sean Dyche has got to set up right, otherwise we'll get punished. Then Dyche will be gone. My score prediction, me heart saying 4-1 Everton, but my head says 2-1 to West Ham. So 2-1 West Ham. I've got no confidence at all. What now? I don't know. Where do we go as a football club from here? I don't know. Where does Sean Dyche go from here if we get beat? The sack. Because I tell you what, we cannot afford to play like we did against a team like West Ham, like Southampton, who haven't got goals, who haven't been scoring goals, and who certainly hasn't really been winning that much games. So something has to be done. It's make or break for me for Sean Dyche's future now, because it's beginning to be a right joke. So I don't know what anymore. I really don't. But same old Everton, week in, week out. The style of football is dreadful. we're winning off set pieces. I don't mind that. I couldn't care less the way we play unless we're playing football to win. That's all I care about, is for us to win. But why we've got this dinosaur of a manager who's in, week out, on the same group of players with Michael Keane, Ashley Young, week in, week out. They haven't done anything wrong, don't get me wrong. But Jared Branthwaite should be starting. But something needs to change big time now on Saturday for Sean Dyche. Otherwise, he'll be showing the exit, as Everton manager. Because I tell you what, there's no way we can go and get beat again by a West Ham side who are really, really poor. If we do, then God help us. But my confidence are low that we can win. That's why I predicted 2-1 to West Ham, but my heart says 4-1 to Everton. I don't know. But all I can say, we've got to win. We cannot afford to lose against West Ham or draw. And if we do, then it's going to be another manager who we're looking for. And I'll tell you what, we need to get the right manager, because Sean Dyche is a firefighter of a manager. He's not a Premier League manager, not a Championship manager. He's a firefighter to keep clubs in the Premier League same old every 2 years, same old, until his luck runs out. But I tell you what, he better book his ideas up come Saturday, because I tell you what, if we get beat, then I'm done with him. Absolute done with Sean Dyche. I'm already losing my faith with him now. I don't like him, and he certainly shouldn't be the Everton manager. I do not back him, because he's an idiotic dinosaur of a manager who wants the sack. West Ham are favourites to win. So what now? Because I tell you what, huge pressures for both managers now, especially Sean Dyche. For me, the pressure is mounting up on Dyche. So who knows what's next? But I'll tell you what, West Ham is a huge important game for this football club. In fact, it's going to be the club's one in whole history that's important, because it's make or break for Sean Dyche. And I'll tell you what, we cannot afford to get beat. We really cannot afford it. This is how West Ham lined up against against Nottingham Forest when they lost 3-0 at Forest. We already know that Jarrod Bowen won't be starting up front. It will be Mitchell Antonio will be up front, then Bowen. Then I'll be going with this fella. Lucas is injured. Rodriguez in midfield. This one here, we all know. So obviously, the only change they're making probably will be the red card fella and Jarrod Bowen to replace Antonio up front, and Jarrod Bowen where number 7 plays. So basically the exact same, they'll keep and just change Jarrod Bowen around. So that for me is how that's looking. Let's see how Everton lined up against Southampton, but I do think that there'll be a few changes. So I'm going to say 3 at the back: Tarky, Vitali, and to replace Michael Keane, Jarrod Branthwaite. And Ashley Young, I'd probably put him here Then in the midfield, I'd go for a 4-4-2. So Idrissa Gana Gueye, Dwight McNeil, Illiman and Dyche, and that's it. Up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Beto, and perhaps Lindstrom. So that for me is how that will look. And on our subs bench will be Asmin, Seamus, Jake O'Brien, Virginia, Patterson, Keane, Harrison, and Armstrong. So for me, that's how I reckon Sean Dyche will line up. Hopefully, but I don't see him starting better with Calvert-Lewin. I just see Dominic Calvert-Lewin because Sean Dyche is going to probably not change anything apart from the stick he's been getting to play Jared Branthwaite. So I think that'll be the only change. And yeah, it's going to be a piss poor game by both teams. But I see West Ham winning it, being the better side because they're at home. So 2-1 to West Ham. And I've lost my faith with Sean Dyche. So Everton, please turn up. Please smash West Ham by however many goals you want. And let's just make it a good game with a massive, huge win for Sean Dyche, his Everton side. And to get some points on the table to help us as we've got a busy Christmas period coming up on the horizon. So yeah, of course, please Everton, win. Thank you all for watching. Leave your likes. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments who would you bring in, who would you start at your Premier League predictions for West Ham versus Everton. I've gone 2-1 West Ham and my heart says 4-1 Everton. Thank you for watching. Up the Toffees. Hopefully we'll get a huge win come the weekend. See you soon. Bye-bye.